Jason Moore, with the Pitch Perfect franchise,
Yes.
has established himself as one of the best comedy directors.
Definitely.
In what way is he the best for his job, for this job?
Jason, Jason is very methodical, and sometimes in the comedy world we have this kind of mentality of being like fast, yell out this line, say it like this, blah blah blah. Whereas Jason will let you do a take of a scene, and then he'll very kind of calmly come up, and instead of saying, "Do it like this," he'll really get deep and be like, "You need to remember that your character is someone who, in the last year, has almost been in a cocoon." And so just like giving you very deep notes and very thoughtful notes, I think is kind of, it's not what we're used to in the R-rated comedies especially. So to kind of get that depth and just like a lot of thought into it is really refreshing. And I think it just really like lets the actors have more space to play with, which I think is really a great way to do it. I love that guy.
So, how do you explain the rise of women-driven comedies as opposed to men-driven comedies?
I mean, I think there's always been hilarious women, but the way the studio system worked and the way they kind of thought the audiences work, where it's like, oh, they'll be the wife or they'll be the partner. But I think really, I mean, in no small part because of people like Tina and Amy and Mindy Kaling and Amy Schumer and Kristen, that they have really kind of been like, oh no, wait, they are funnier than men and they're smarter than men, and we can tell much different stories, that instead of having these weird external pressures like money or violence or whatever, we can just do smaller things like sisterhood and friendship and love. And so it's as a comedy fan, it's been amazing to watch the transition start to kind of occur, but we're still pretty far behind and have a lot of catching up to do, I think.
Tell me, do you have a sister or brother, and what type of relationship do you have? Before you answer that,
Yes.
you could be a Wahlberg. Anybody tell you that?
Thank you so much. I do have a brother named Donnie, and I have a brother who owns the Wahlburgers. No, I have one younger brother, and we're 6 years apart, which is, when you're young, is like night and day, and like when you're 12, he's 6, so you're already like, oh, what are girls? I want to hang out, see girls naked, and then he's like, I want to play toys. So you have a very like fractious relationship when you're young, but then as you get older, you become like best friends, which is where we're at now. So we definitely we have a very, very, very good. I see him like twice a week, which is a lot.
Cool. After this movie, how do you feel about Ballerina and Beethoven?
I've given up my ballet tickets to the LA ballet. I've thrown away all sharp objects and toys in my house, and I've banned Beethoven from anywhere I go. But if people really like it, I'll do it again for the sequel.
What scene was your favorite and why?
You know, God, I mean, I think my favorite scene is probably me and Amy up in the attic smoking a joint. That was the scene that we kind of read when I first came in to read for the part. And, you know, I play a lot of weirdos and perverts and psychopaths in my other TV shows and movies and stuff. So to play like a really normal, sweet guy and kind of this very heart-to-heart, very soft scene. It was. I just remember it very well. And then, of course, we got to crash the roof and have a big, crazy comedy moment. But that was something that I really, really, really loved.
All right, very good. Well, thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.